PS4.
Yeah, see ya. So, the thing I was gonna ask you, what do you think about the main event last Monday? That whole winner takes all turns into a tag match.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
I mean, I'm glad they didn't do it, but they could have done something way better than that, don't you think?
Yeah, well, maybe, but I'm
Like
glad they
a
did
lot,
it in uniform.
like a lot of people are thinking what they should have done, you know, Adam Cole and his tag team come up.
I was thinking was going to happen, but it didn't quite get there.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that should happen instead of it being the Bar and the Bar. You know,
Adam Cole, baby.
I rather saw them than the Bar. The Bar has been flattened out so much over the last couple months. Don't you think?
Sheamus needs to go back to being a singles competitor again. So does Cesaro.
Though I get why Sheamus is being in an tag team because of his back.
He goes for the cover.
He only has to take the half of the bumps. I get it. But if they're used right, they could be a great heel faction, you know, a great heel tag team.
Well, he was.
Gets out of the way of that one.
I knew I smelled shit.
You find it?
Yes.
Oh. You still trying to dog train the puppy?
Something like that. Damn, 2 piles of it. God almighty.
Then he goes for the pin.
Girl.
He's a long way from a 3
You didn't know that dog could shit that much.
Not even close.
So,
I knew she could. Damn.
what about SmackDown? SmackDown was awesome last week.
I liked it this week. I wasn't expecting Elias to come, but I was Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I was surprised Elias went to SmackDown. But I like that Braun's on SmackDown though.
Braun ain't on SmackDown.
Did they do the Superstar shakeup yet?
Yeah, that was this week. That was last night and tonight.
Oh wow, shit! I don't even know what day it is. Yeah. So Elias is on SmackDown.
Yep, he was on there tonight.
That's crazy.
And Roman Reigns is on there tonight.
Oh wow. So Roman Reigns is on SmackDown now.
He's not going to go quietly. No superstar worth his
That's
salt
good.
ever does.
No, Seth Rollins has the Universal. I would like to see him go for the WWE Championship maybe, along the lines.
He
turned around, he went and he speared Elias, or he gave him the Superman punch first.
Yeah.
Then Superman punched Vince McMahon, and then speared Elias, and then got on the mic and said, SmackDown is my yard now.
That's badass. Did AJ go to Raw?
Uh-huh.
Nice. I really think that they should have put Braun on SmackDown. Braun Strowman. I feel like that would have been
I honestly thought they were going to.
Well, you think about it. It will give him a fresh start. You know, he can actually not be a comedy act. Make him actually serious.
I thought he was going to go to.
But
let's see, Finn Balor, down from what I saw.
Wow,
oh,
so
and Buddy Murphy.
So Sasha Banks didn't go with Bayley?
The singles competitor.
Oh wow. Well,
Sting and Asuka are now a tag team.
That's actually kind of cool. I like that. Now when when her friend gets up there, Io Shirai gets up there, the 3 of them could be a great tag team.
Or a trio.
Yeah, trio. Yeah, sorry, trio. Faction. How about that? Like a Japanese faction. That'd be kind of cool. Because there really hasn't been that many Japanese tag team, like female tag teams, I'd just say. There's been a lot of males, but there's not been a lot of female tag teams. Like, I even liked it when Hideo Itami, even though he's left WWE, I liked when he tagged with Akira Tozawa. That was kind of a cool tag team.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they tagged for a little bit on 205 Lives.
Beautiful technique.
Nobody really pays attention to 205 Live, but they are some of the best matches, though. I would say. And that's the sad part. They're not seen because they have it on WWE Network. Now, I would say they should do it on, instead of having a 205 Live, they should have like 205 Live and NXT combined.
Yeah,
basically.
because I kind of feel like they're using the cruiserweights, 205 Live, like an NXT for cruiserweights.
Basically. Anyway, so why not just combine it and let them have great matches on... Like, think about it, and then you can make more matches a week instead of having, I think, what they have, 6 or 5 matches a week on NXT.
They should at least go to, NXT should go to at least 2 hours. At least.
Yeah, 2 hours, more matches, and you can have the cruiserweight title in the as one of the thing, you know, as one of the titles you can win in NXT.
But wouldn't it be weird to have an NXT United States title?
That would be fun. I would love it.
Well, I guess you would say that you do have something like that. You got the North American title.
Yeah, you got the North American. You got the
They need to bring back the European title for the NXT and call it the NXT European.
Well, they do have the UK title. Basically, floats around NXT and NXT UK. So I mean.
That's the UK. I'm talking about European.
Yeah. The cool thing about the UK is that they're defending
Europe,
it
like the whole continent, not just the UK itself.
I know, but the UK tag team championship seems like it's being defended on both NXT UK and NXT on NXT. Like it's in both brands. Which to me,
and they need to put some women on the 205 Live Women's title.
Yeah, I would say so. Instead of making just cruiserweight, make it 205. Anybody over 205 pounds. Because basically, what they're doing is, if you see cruiserweights, they never put women on the cruiserweight division because it's going to be only for men. Because every woman's in cruiserweight size, basically. That's why, I feel like. I feel like that's why they're doing it.
Lightning fast reflexes. Look out, this could be it.
And Ronda Rousey's only been there a year and only took a break already from it.
Well, that's what her contract was stated. She was going to take a break so she can start a family and then come back.
Yeah, but that's stupid though. You can't start a family while you're on the road. You get days off. I mean, come on.
You get 65 days off a year. It's a 300 day.
She's got 65 days to fuck.
Exactly. And her husband's on the road with her all the time anyway.
Right.
He's almost in every episode of Raw, so come on, lady. I mean, I agree. I mean, but at the same time, that's what she signed. She signed that she would be there for a year, then go. But she has a 3-year contract, from what I heard. A 3-year contract, so she has a couple months off.
She ain't nothing but another Brock Lesnar. She's the female Brock.
She is. That's the sad part.
Except that she showed up every week and Brock did.
Oh yeah, you gotta give her that. She did show up every week and worked her ass off. Now, was it the best? No. Was she the best promo? No. That's why I think she needs somebody like a Paul Heyman for her. Because her promos aren't the best. But then Brock Lesnar has some good promos on his own, so I don't know.
I don't know about that. I don't like Brock.
I'm not a big fan of Brock either, but I agree that he is somebody that he's an attractant.
Seeing Paul Heyman with Ronda Rousey, that would be interesting, though.
See, you don't want Paul Heyman to be off for a while because Paul Heyman's such a good mic.
Paul Heyman and Ronda Rousey, and she'd be the first Paul Heyman girl instead of guy. That'd be cool.
I mean, honestly, if you think about it, he is one of the best mic workers in WWE right now. See, back in the day, it was Mean Gene Okerlund. Now it's Paul Heyman. I mean, God rest Mean Gene. He was one of the best mics I ever heard. Besides, maybe Jimmy Hart was also good.
We know what's coming here.
I know we talked.
Just on my side of the bed. Just on my side of the bed?
Is that what he,
Do it on?
is that what the dog did? Only shit on the side of your bed?
Yeah.
Did you piss the dog off? Because what happens to little dogs? You piss them off, they will crap on your side of the bed.
No, not this one. This one takes up with me more than anybody.
And here's the last look.
Alright, so we're gonna... So that was a good, you know... What else? Did you get to watch NXT this week at all? Last week? I'm excited to see Johnny Gargano's reign as NXT champion.
Yeah, me too.
I love Johnny. I love Johnny wrestling. I mean, it's sad that they could not finish that big drawn out feud.
And she did do it under the bed.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
I had no idea about Baron. I'm just as shocked as you are. Just want to get out of here.
I was
Really? I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna have to quit that shit.
I know it's upsetting that they couldn't finish off that great rivalry between him and Ciampa.
We're not finished here. You guys thought
But when
What do you think?
when Johnny gets caught up and Ciampa's back, I'd rather see them as DYI anyway. I don't want them as singles.
I don't know.
They're good as singles, but I think they'd be better tag team.
If Ciampa comes back, he won't be back but for so long because of that neck injury.
Yeah, I'm saying when he comes back, and which is probably next year. They're saying 2020. They said he'll be back. So in 2020, I'd rather see DYI than Gargano, Ciampa, singles.
He might as well just go on, become a rehab student.
Yeah.
And just enjoy his year off.
Yeah,
enjoy the vacation.
Enjoy the vacation. Come back. And when you come back, get back with Johnny Gargano and have a tag team up in the main roster. Because I would rather watch them as a tag team act up in the main roster. You know, because if you think about it, I think some of their best matches were either against each other or as a tag team. You know what I mean?
I saw that one match where it was unsanctioned. That unsanctioned match that they had, that was crazy.
Exactly, but they're good against each other, you know?
Johnny Gargano used Ciampa's knee brace to put in his submission hold, and that was crazy.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They're better either against each other or with each other. They're not, I mean, that's what I think. Their tag team was so great.
The top two best matches of the WrestleMania weekend was Kofi versus Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole and Johnny.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That was the two top best matches.
Especially because the female, the Becky winning the titles was botched. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Supposedly it was botched because she was supposed to tap out Charlotte, but she pinned Ronda instead. But Ronda broke her hand in the match.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I think whenever she broke her hand, it was whenever Becky went and drop kicked her through the ropes and made her fall out to the outside. That was a nasty fall.
Yeah, I think she broke her hand. And I feel like that's what happened, and it was more like, now we got to pin her, pin Ronda.
It might not have been that way right then and there, but
yeah,
that was a nasty fall nonetheless. Like, Ronda could have fell the wrong way and broke her damn neck.
Exactly. And, you might not like her as a wrestler, but you gotta respect her as a person, and you don't want her to get hurt. Yeah, that's just it, Like, that's my thing with Baron Corbin. I don't mind his character. He's a great heel. But
I don't like Corbin, period, whatsoever.
But
He's doing his job. If I don't like him, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Exactly. But his ring work is god awful. It is god awful. Corbin.
He's got two damn good finishers though. The deep six and the end of days.
Well, that's not the problem. Just look at his.
The rest of it ain't all that hot.
His rest holds. Like, okay, and it's like I'm saying, if you looked at the Walter Pete Dunne match, when Walter did a rest hold, it looked like he was actually gonna rip, you know, his head, Pete Dunne's head off or his arm off, you know. Where you look at Corbin, he doesn't do anything. He just sits there with his head.
I wasn't on into that match, but it surprised me when somebody as big as Walker went up to the top rope and done a damn splash. That was crazy. That was like seeing Viscera up top.
Damn,
that was a big dude.
Son. Yeah, like that's the thing. That's what I like about. That's why Walter is probably a great competitor, and like people keep on saying he doesn't want to go out of. He doesn't leave the UK. Oh, well, I'm good.
Where did Heavy Machinery go? Are they on Raw or SmackDown?
Heavy Machinery was on Raw, I think.
But they were on both. They were showing up on both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were showing up on both.
I don't know. I think they're on Raw. But I would rather them on SmackDown, to be honest with you. No, but that's the thing. That's the thing about Raw right now. They have no tag teams.
To be honest, I'd like to see them face off against the Usos.
Yeah. Well, did the Usos go to Raw, or are they still on SmackDown?
Nope, they're not on SmackDown. They are Raw guys.
Good. Because they needed to go. I mean, I'm sorry, but they've done so many matches with.
Raw is the Usos, Rey Mysterio, The Miz, Naomi.
Okay, makes sense. They're sent her husband over to the Raw.
There was a couple more. I can't remember exactly who all was there, but the Usos, Rey Mysterio, The Miz, Naomi.
Miz went back to Raw?
Yeah, he went back to Raw because the way Raw started last night was Stephanie come out and was talking about the Superstar Shakeup, yada yada and yada yada, and then Shane come out and got the ring announcer to, you know, the best in the world, you know.
Oh God, dang my life!
And
I swear, if I had to hear that one more time.
How he was pretty much gloating about himself and talking about he put a little homage to his performance in the past week. And posted up the picture of him grabbing the Miz's dad by the throat.
I mean,
and
honestly,
that's whenever the Miz's music hit, and the Miz showed up behind Shane and attacked Shane.
I mean, honestly, I would rather him be on SmackDown because there wasn't much of a payoff from the Daniel Bryan Miz feud. I wanted to see that more, but it is what it is. And I feel like. I mean, I'm glad that actually the Daniel Bryan's heel for right now.
I actually love to hate Daniel Bryan.
I do. Me too. But at the same time,
eco-friendly bull crap. It's fun to hate it.
But eventually, I want him to go back to being a face.
Hey, don't run, damn.
That was the craziest, loopiest.
Where's it going?
What's her name?
I don't even know yet. Okay, I'm
Billy, why are you running? Come here.
Well, good luck on SmackDown. Not that you need
What you running for?
Thanks, man. You know,
What you running for, big girl? You know it's me. You know it's me.
Yeah, I can't wait for, yeah, I don't know. I can't wait for Money in the Bank this year. It's be interesting to see what's gonna happen on Money in the Bank.
That's good.
Who do you think's gonna win it?
Oh, God. Money in the Bank?
Wouldn't it be some shit if Kyrie Sane won it?
For the female? Yeah, I would like to see Kyrie Sane win the female one.
And then go up against Lacey Evans?
Her or maybe Ember Moon.
Good luck, charm. I want you to have it now.
Nah, I would like to see Ember Moon make it. And then she face whoever happens to be the...
I think that Becky's gonna drop the SmackDown Championship to Lacey. But
that would be Raw.
Could be an inmates from when it was
Raw? Is she on Raw?
Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans is on Raw.
No, I don't think she's dropping on Raw. I don't think Becky's dropping Raw. I think she's dropping the SmackDown though.
CW handshake?
Let's see, she had a couple of...
Who do you think...
She had a couple of challenges from SmackDown for the title.
Yeah, I don't know whoever on SmackDown's gonna win. I think
Bayley challenged for the SmackDown title.
I wouldn't mind seeing Bayley take over.
Ember Moon come out and challenged her first.
I wouldn't mind Amber or Bayley winning the SmackDown. But eventually what's gonna happen, and you know this, and it's gonna be,
Amber
I don't
needs to win it more than Bayley does.
I gotta say one thing, I don't know if this is gonna be good or bad, but I wanna see that 4 horsewomen of MMA versus the 4 horsewomen of WWE. That'll be fun. So that'd be like,
Yeah, that probably would be cool to see.
I would say 5. I mean, and it would be if she was healthy again. I would love to see a 5-woman tag, 10-person tag between Bayley, Sasha, Becky, Charlotte, and Paige versus maybe Ronda, Shayna, those two other
other MMAs.
And then Shayna Baszler. No. Oh, what's her name? I can see her face. The one that tags with Mandy Rose.
Oh.
Sonya Deville.
I know.
Sonya Deville, because Sonya was in MMA too. So you took those 5 versus those 5 WWE, because Paige came up with all those girls too, you know? You know, Paige came up with Sasha and Bayley and Charlotte and Becky, so...
Okay, full list of wrestlers moving to SmackDown. Here's the full list of wrestlers who are now a part of the Blue Brand. Finn Balor, Ember Moon, Bayley, Kairi Sane, Lars Sullivan, Buddy Murphy, Elias, and Roman Reigns.
I mean, honestly, the only thing I don't like about Finn moving over is that AJ moved over to Raw. Because
it says SmackDown made out really well here, adding one of the top stars in all of WWE while bolstering its women division in a big way. Update. Because WWE is never ever clear on anything they do and makes every little thing just as difficult as possible, they released an update list on the company website that adds 4 more names who are coming to SmackDown.
Okay, who's
that? Are you
ready
for this?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Liv Morgan.
Alright.
That's great.
From the Riot Squad.
Yeah.
You can introduce yourself
Mickey James.
Okay. That's good. I like
Chad
that.
Gable.
And
Apollo Crews.
I like them on SmackDown. I like Apollo and Chad on SmackDown. That makes sense. But
I would have rather seen Chad Gable on 205 Live though.
But I don't know why they would break up the Riot Squad.
Update number 2. They're either slowly releasing the information or still figuring it out, but they added a tag team to the Blue Brand as well.
They don't need...
Guess who that is?
Who is it? Huh?
Heavy Machinery.
Nice. Now you know where I want the War Raiders to go to SmackDown then, because I would love to.
No more War. They're not called the War Raiders no more.
Oh, what are they called now?
They're not even called Eric Rowe. They're not even called Rowe and what's his name?
Rowe and I forget. Yeah, what are they called now?
They're not. They don't even go by Rowe and that name, and they don't go by the War Raiders. Vince changed their name up.
What is it now?
They are Evok and Eric is their name.
Okay.
And their tag team name is the Viking Experience.
You know what though? War Raiders were always like kind of Viking-ish anyway. So I mean, not bad.
We'll let you know if more people, such as Nikki Cross, who is still without a home, are added.
I mean, she needs to go to SmackDown. Because they need to put her back with...
Oh! And one more person I just remembered. Seeing as I saw Nikki Cross, I remembered. Guess who else they added to Raw?
Who?
Eric Young.
So basically, they split up.
Sanity.
They split up. They split up Sanity, and now they split up Liv Morgan and the rest of their tag team. What the fuck is WWE doing? That's a WTF. Because the thing is, okay, to me, they don't have any tag teams. Their tag teams are awful right now. SmackDown has all the tag teams, and Raw has none.
Oh, and guess who's going to be managing Asuka and Kairi Sane?
Who?
Paige.
That's good. I mean, that's good. You know what? It's good. I want to see her back in WWE somehow. And I hope she fights like Daniel Bryan and gets back into it.
Well, you know she will.
She will.
Because she done said that Daniel Bryan done gave her hope that she could come back.
Yeah, but then Edge, on the other side, tried to tell her not to, so I don't know. And that's the thing about Edge. I love Edge, but...
Was Edge telling Paige that, or was he telling Becky Lynch that?
No, he's telling Paige that. That, you know, you're injured, you know, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. You should stay. You should stay out. You should stay retired. That's the thing about Edge. I love Edge, but he could have worked like Daniel Bryan and got back in the ring. I'm just saying. That's just me. Because I have stenosis.
Well, his was a little bit different.
He has stenosis.
He actually had a neck injury.
Yeah,
Daniel Bryan only had a concussion.
No, this is the thing, okay? Paige has a neck injury, yes, but it's called stenosis. It's a narrowing of the discs in your back. Okay. You know what they do now? I mean, there's surgeries they do. When I was with my ex, they did this with her brother. They put cadaver bone. They took a disc from a dead person and implanted it into him. Just saying, there's that surgery out there. I mean, of course, you know, I'm not saying WWE wrestlers are going to listen to us, but if Paige is out there listening, do that. And Edge, too. Edge, buddy, you know, that's all you need to do. Your woman's back in wrestling. Beth is back into wrestling. Did she stay, or is that just a one-time thing? Her and Natty.
Alright, do you want to hear who I was on Raw?
Yeah, I have a question. Is that Beth Phoenix comeback? Was that just a one-time thing, or was that permanent?
I think it was just a one-time thing. I don't think it was permanent.
Because she's still in good health, too.
She is.
You know the reason why she's not gonna come back is because of her husband, Edge. But it's like, Edge, bro, there's things. I mean, I have stenosis. You know, I have that, but mine's in my lower back. I get it. Not the same place, but it's the same type of thing.
Right.
I know it hurts, but go ahead. Sorry, I'm just saying I get what he's going through. I get the pain. Yeah, go ahead. Who's on Raw now? Besides
AJ.
Eric Young. AJ, I knew that. That was a no-brainer.
And The Miz, The Usos,
Okay.
Ricochet, Aleister Black.
Oh, okay.
The War Raiders, the Viking Experience, now known.
Wow, okay, yeah.
Andrade with Selena Vega.
Huh?
Andrade.
And Selena, okay, that's awesome. You know, that's the thing. They needed... Okay, so that's my thing. Problem with Raw, they had no...
And he also beat Finn Balor, too, last night.
He needed to have a... You know, Raw has a bad time with their SmackDown division this year so far. They had none. They had no snack. They had no... You know... They have barely any... You know, thing. But you know what I'm happy about? I'm happy that Jeff and Matt are tag team champions again. Champions again.
Yeah, they're on SmackDown.
I know. I love it. I love it. Don't you?
That's great. It is. Yeah, I do.
I love it.
And then Rey Mysterio, Lacey Evans,
Okay.
Naomi, Cedric
Right.
Alexander.
Okay. Oh, so
EC3.
they're basically killing off the 205. That's what they're doing. They're basically killing off 205 Live. They're sending their best talents over to the main roster. Okay.
Yeah, Cedric Alexander, EC3, and Eric Young.
Like, come on. I mean, I'm sorry, but why are you, I mean, you're not using the tag team, so are you gonna actually use Eric Young himself, or are you gonna just... Oh my god. Also, you know who I'd love to see come over to WWE?
Moose.
Well, that Moose, definitely, but James Storm.
Well, yeah, I'd like to see James Storm myself and tag team with Bobby Roode and bring out Beer Money Inc. again.
Yeah, because Beer Money is not exclusive to TNA.
Sorry about your damn luck.
I know. And you know who else I want to come over someday? I hope so. The Lucha Brothers. Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix.
Unfortunately, that shit ain't gonna happen. They signed with AEW and Cody Rhodes.
Oh man, you know what? And I love what was it? John said something about AEW during WrestleMania.
Who?
John Cena said something about AEW. Not going there, but like about the company. And I wonder what he said.
What did he say?
I didn't hear it, but I keep on hearing about it.
I didn't hear it either.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either, but you know,
I
there's...
didn't hear Sandy say anything about it, but I definitely know Billy Gunn and Triple H and Shawn Michaels did.
Yeah, they're saying how they're gonna buy him out.
And Shawn Michaels said, "Thank you, Billy Gunn, for being all in."
I love that they have another competition, but you know, if
Out on top, not AEW.
that's what's gonna happen. They always do. I don't know. I think he said in the past that he's open to another time, as long as they don't bring him back out as Stardust again. That's his whole problem with WWE. That Stardust gimmick, trying to make him like his brother. You know, and I get it.
I mean, that wasn't necessarily a bad thing, though. I mean, they went well together.
But he wanted to go as Cody Rhodes. That's it, not Stardust.
But he was great. He was a great heel as the Dashing one, too.
Oh yeah, he was. The Dashing Cody Rhodes, that was better than Stardust. I mean, I get that whole Stardust thing. It wasn't the best gimmick. I give him that. And it's sad that Dean's gone, but I think Dean will come back. Don't you think?
I don't know, but I kind of hope so. And if he does, I kind of want him to come to SmackDown.
I do too. And who else I think is going to come back eventually? Chris Jericho. I don't think he's going to stay too long with AEW.
And I also wonder what they're going to do with the with the Intercontinental title or the United States title.
I think they should trade.
Because whenever Finn Balor went to SmackDown, he took the Intercontinental title with him.
Okay, I get it. I'm being too loud. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Go ahead.
So now you have the Intercontinental title and the United States title on one show.
Unless they're going to come out with another title. Which is ridiculous. They don't need any more. They actually do maybe need more titles. They have a lot of people in there. I don't know. I hope they don't. I hope they just take the U.S. over to Raw. I mean, that would make more sense. Put U.S. on Raw and then put keep the Intercontinental on SmackDown.
Well, they'll keep the Intercontinental title on SmackDown because Finn Balor is the champion. He went to SmackDown, so that's a positive that's going to happen. But what are they going to do with the United States title, though? I mean,
probably
Samoa Joe.
Probably put both them on Raw, which would be nice.
The hell, Samoa Joe was just on Raw, what, 2 years ago? Last year?
Where did Lars go? Is he just on SmackDown now?
Uh-huh. He officially is a SmackDown guy.
Alright. I mean, I'd rather see him on...
And he come out He come out today, or he come out tonight, and he attacked R-Truth after Carmella tapped out to Charlotte.
Oh gosh. I mean, you know what though? I love R-Truth. I love him. It's sad what they're doing to him at the end of his career, though.
Well, he held the United States title. They need to give him the Intercontinental title at least one time now.
I know, but basically, that's all he needs is that. You know what I wouldn't mind him doing?
I couldn't see him winning the WWE title, though.
He already has. He has in the past.
He ain't won the WWE title.
Has he? I thought he did.
I don't think so.
Well, I think they should make him a grand, what do they call that,
A Grand Slam champion.
Yeah. He'll win every title at least once.
I'm gonna Google that one, because I don't know about that.
If he has, I mean, don't quote me, I thought he did. But
as R-Truth. What titles has R-Truth won?
I know he's won tag team. I think they should just make him a Grand Slam champion after, and then he can retire. My question is, do you think R-Truth is a Hall of Famer?
I don't know. That would be kind of a hard one there. I don't know.
Didn't they put Too Cole? Was it Too Cole? Yeah, the Rishiki and those two guys.
It's Rikishi.
Rikishi and the Rafiki.
No,
Rikishi.
they just put Rikishi in the Hall of Fame.
What a fun tag team. It really was.
Let's see, he's a two-time United States champion, one-time tag team champion, and two-time hardcore champion.
Okay,
Now, he did become the first African-American to win the NWA World Heavyweight title, which he held twice. And then in TNA, he also held the NWA World Tag Team title on 2 occasions.
Yeah, I can see him making the Hall of Fame with all the gold he's won. That's a lot of gold, and not putting him in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
Well, that's 2 different promotions, though.
But that's what they added. What was it, Ric Flair?
But Ric Flair's got 16 titles just with WWE alone.
I know, but I think they added the champ. They put in his accomplishments. They put in his accomplishments from TNA and the one with AWA. Or not TNA.
Which was also
WCW.
Which also involved in the WWE or WWE.
Yep. But WCW. They also did his accomplishments from WCW and TNA. So if they're gonna do that with Ric Flair, they should do it with everybody.
I can understand because his
thing crashed. But he'll be back, boys and girls.
I've been at this for 20 years now. That's 2 decades.
Sorry about that. My connection crashed. But yeah, I don't know. If they're gonna do with Bill Goldberg between 2 promotions and Ric Flair between 3 promotions, they should do it for, But even in WWE, 2 hardcore, 2 tag team, and 2 United States. That's 6 titles. You know what I mean?
You know where Vince is from?
From North Carolina.
I guess the truth hurts.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Why? So you can say your catchphrase?
Yeah, I couldn't.
I thought that was crazy.
That's crazy.
He is from Pinehurst, North Carolina.
That's crazy. Now I can't wait, and this is not.
He went to military school.
I heard about that too. Yeah. His dad put him in military school. Yeah.
No, his dad didn't. His stepdad and his mom did.
Oh yeah.
But please, continue.
I was thinking about this. I wonder.
Whenever he turned 13, it might have been his real dad. I just know that when he turned 13, he went and moved out. He moved from his mom and his stepdad's to his dad's house.
Yeah.
up in Connecticut, and then that's whenever he got into the
I
wrestling
don't care about
business.
what you say.
I wonder, and this is my thing.
Will be absolutely glorious.
Buzz's U.S. title match against Bobby Roode is now an
He
Iron Man match.
is 73 years old.
And you know what? I might have been a little rough on him a little while back when we were talking about that.
Vince McMahon is a Republican.
I knew that. I knew that very
And
much.
His net worth, he is worth, as of September of last year, he is worth $3.5 billion.
And this is what I'm saying. And AEW, which is being ran by the guys from Jacksonville Jaguars, thinks that they...
The same one that owns that team is running AEW with Cody Rhodes and
Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega and Young Bucks, right?
Oh yeah. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. But I was talking about the Young Bucks. I forgot about Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny, which I love Kenny Omega. That's that guy I wish he would come to WWE. I'd love to see a AJ Kenny match in WWE. You know, it'd be fun to watch. And well, that's what my thing. I was gonna go back to the thing about switching AJ and Finn on brands. If anything, they should have kept.
No, they more or less switched to AJ and Roman Reigns.
I know, but I think Finn should stay on Raw, and they should have moved the Good Brothers over to Raw too.
Yeah, I don't think they would have done that either. Just because if they were going to do the Bullet Club, they would have started out with AJ and the Good Brothers on SmackDown. I
know, but that's what I'm saying. You could have had, well, especially with the new AEW coming up. You know what I mean? You could have had 4 of the old Bullet Club members on one brand and made them a tag team, like a stable, like kind of like the Four Horsemen. I know, but you could have done like the Four Horsemen. You know,
they're goofy like that and didn't do it.
I'm saying they should have done that, and you could have had like a Four Horsemen type deal, like where you can have singles competitions, but there's always going to be a tag team. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like 2 of them could hold the tag team titles. One could hold the Intercontinental. The other one can hold the championship. You know? Now, do you think what?
Vince McMahon's grandpa, Jess McMahon. Roderick James Jess McMahon Sr.
Yeah.
He was born on May 26, 1882.
Wow, that's a long ass time ago.
He died November 22nd, 1954. He was an American professional wrestling and professional boxing promoter and the patriarch of the McMahon family. He founded the Capital Wrestling Corporation with Toots Mond in 1952. McMahon's son, Vincent, later took over and founded Worldwide Wrestling Federation, the WWF, instead of WWF.
Yeah.
And then known today as WWE. So WWE started out as Capital Wrestling Corporation.
That's
the
great.
CWC.
That's
the
great.
Cruiserweight Classic.
He's not in a good spot here, guys.
Wow.
You know, it was personified as the CWC. Remember?
Oh yeah.
So maybe they were paying homage, and I don't think anybody caught that.
Nope, never caught that. That's crazy.
That doesn't mean we can't see an upset here tonight.
I cannot wait.
This might be it. Oh my.
That is. I was just happening to read about his grandpa.
That's awesome. No, I cannot wait. I mean, to me, no way it's gonna be sad, but I can't wait for the Undertaker to get in the WWE Hall of Fame.
It ain't gonna be sad. He deserves it. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
No, it's gonna be sad because that means his career's over. That's what I mean by that.
Not necessarily.
That's true. It's the Undertaker. He's never gonna be retired. That's what I keep on saying. People are like, When's he gonna retire? I said never. He's never gonna retire. He's one of those men. He's gonna die in the ring. This is where.
James. Oh, go ahead.
It's his work ethic. His work ethic.
Die in the ring or not, but damn it, he won't. And he might retire, but I still feel like he's got another year or two left in him at least.
I think it's gonna be more. I think he's gonna be like a Brock.
Well, I did say at least.
To me, I think it's gonna be like a Brock thing where he's only gonna show up for certain matches.
That's the only part-timer that I don't mind about.
Yeah, because that's what he put in like 20-something years before he became a part-timer.
They need to bring John Cena back, but they need to bring him back as the Doctor of Thugonomics and turn him heel like they were talking about doing at WrestleMania.
He talked about it. Maybe it's gonna happen, but maybe not until after the movie stuff is done.
It did happen. To be honest, tonight I was actually whenever Elias was out in the ring on SmackDown tonight, I was actually looking for John Cena to come out because he started on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, he did against Brock. That's the next thing. I feel like what they're setting up for maybe, which could be fun. The Doctor of Thugonomics versus Brock Lesnar at one of the Saudi shows.
That's done happened already. Well,
but
not at Saudi Arabia show, but that's done happened.
But that's the thing, they're gonna do it at Saudi Arabia show because remember, the Prince loves old wrestling, and what's more older than what's as old as anything is the Dr. Thugonomics versus Brock Lesnar. Early 2000 match, you know?
They come out, they both debuted in 2002.
They both came out in 2002. Like I said, early 2000s.
Yeah, right. But 2002 to be exact.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2002, but I didn't want to be wrong.
I want to say June 16th or May 16th. I think it was June 16th. John Cena came out on SmackDown and smacked Kurt Angle in the face.
That was amazing. I mean, honestly, I love John Cena. A lot of people hate him.
I like his old version, like the Dr. of Thugonomics version. I don't like this new shit that he does.
I like the beginning of his new version. You know, like back when he turned face and became
I liked what he
loyalty.
Said. He said no time for AA, but you're going to get the FU.
Yeah,
I did like that.
Dude, I also like, you know, back when he.
I liked whenever he called Elias a piece of shizu.
I know, that was funny as hell. No, I do like when he became the hustle, loyalty, respect. The beginning of that. You know.
The HLO.
Yeah. When he first came out, not too long ago. Well, it was really long ago, but they just kept him. They kept him face for too long. That's the thing. He's been in
from the Doctor of Thugonomics to the Chain Gang, and then to the Marine deal because of the Marine movie, and then the HLR, and then
now to whatever he is now. The long-haired, crazy dude that comes out in.
He's starting to look like Ernest Scared Stupid, Ernest P. Worrell, Jim Botany. He really is.
He does.
He is slowly turning into Ernest.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that post that I posted on Facebook?
Yes. I laughed.
Does he not look like him?
He does. Now I can't wait. You know, to me, I like that ROH and New Japan are working together. That's gonna be cool to watch.
I didn't know that they were.
Oh yeah, they had a G1 Summit, G1 Classic. I forget the G1. It was the same day as WrestleMania.
Well, all I know is they need to do something with Global Force Wrestling because they are a dying breed right now.
Oh, they're gonna die. They're gonna die. And it's sad, but Jixie and all them fucked him over. That's what happened.
I just wonder when they're going to bring Suicide to WWE.
I hope they do. I knew TJ with Perkins was Suicide for a while, but there's another person else that Suicide.
TJ Perkins was Suicide?
Yeah, he was. There's 3 people that have been Suicide.
I didn't know that.
There's 3 people that have been Suicide. I knew one was TJ. I forget the other one. But
Double A.
yeah, I think Double A was. Knew who else is sad?
You know who Double A is?
Yeah, Austin Aries.
He was definitely Suicide.
He was, yeah, it's Austin Aries, TJ Perkins, and now this new guy. I don't remember the new guy's name, though. Another person I'm sad to see go, because I want him to go to WWE, would be Juice and Thunder Liger, who's like 51 years old, or 44 years old, 44. I would love him to come to...
He's about the same age as John Cena.
I would love to see him come to WWE and do like a Rey Mysterio Juicing match, which happened over in New Japan, but you know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Did that happen in WCW too?
It did, yeah, WCW. They had a couple matches in New Japan when Lucha Underground and
whatever happened to Super Crazy?
I don't know. You know who else is still wrestling? Is crazy. Psychosis. Remember him?
Yeah, he was with Super Crazy.
Yeah. I think they're both still wrestling for New Japan.
I had him on. Well, daggone, I had his damn name on Chavo.
Chavo Guerrero?
Yeah, I wonder where he's at or what he's doing.
I think he's retired.
Not today.
He's another guy I feel like was underutilized and underappreciated in WWE back in the day.
Again, this one's for the
Well, I mean, he was a long-term champion with Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, but I feel like, well, look at him. He's not. They put Eddie in the WWE Hall of Fame, but they're probably not going to put Chavo, which is ridiculous. Because Chavo did just as much for WWE as Eddie. You know, he worked alongside Eddie. No, he helped Eddie out, basically.
Yeah, they were. They were called Viva. No, it wasn't Viva La Raza.
It's the United States
It was.
which has been held by no fewer than a
I forget what they called it, but they had a name for
He
him.
wants it one more time.
Yeah,
This might be it. Oh my.
it's sad, you know. And
Los Guerreros. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
Los Guerreros, yes. Again, another tag team that should be in WWE Hall of Fame. And wasn't there for a while that Ray was in there too with them?
I think maybe it was just him and Eddie. I don't think Chavo was there. I think he got injured or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then Ray kind of filled in.
Yeah. I mean, just think about that. You can put Eddie.
They also have an honorary New Day member while Big E is out.
Who?
Instead of Big E, you now have Big O.
Big O? Who's that?
Kevin Owens.
Oh, really? That's freaking hilarious. They should have done Titus or Apollo.
No, I actually kind of like Kevin Owens though. Like they even let him do Big E's part. Oh, Montreal! They even let him do that.
That's hilarious, actually.
Be sour. Yeah, they let Kevin Owens do it. And every time they tried to do it, they interrupted him. No, not. You gotta do it from down low, down with some soul.
With some soul, my brother. Made it like down South Baptist Church now, all of a sudden.
Montreal. Don't you dare be sour.
Were they in Montreal? That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So they're in the home country of Kevin Owens. That's hilarious.
Don't you dare be sour.
What about
for your world famous 5-time champs? and your new WWE champion, and Big O, and feel the power.
My question is,
That's what.
would
That's
you
why
like?
he did it.
Would you like to see him stay after Big E comes back?
That's how you stop your opponent.
Make him a 4-man tag?
Maybe he would be like a D12. Like that would be the wrestling version of D12.
Yeah. Like, to me, I would like to see him in another tag team. He did good in tag team.
I don't know if I want to say. I don't know. That's kind of like yes and no. Yes, like I'd like to see him in a tag team and all that, but no, because he's good as a singles competitor.
Oh, he is, but just think about him. You could have them face guys like, then guys like, well, I'm trying to remember the name. It's on top, new era, not new era. What is the name, damn it?
Undisputed Era?
Yeah, Undisputed.
Well, that would be cool.
And he can still do single, and you can still have him do singles things.
He would.
And you
would
can,
be he's D12.
yeah, but also you
You
could
got
all.
one white guy and the rest of them are black.
And the cool thing about it is, so think about it, you can still have Kevin Owens do singles competitions.
Speaking of D12, did you hear the rumors about Eminem doing a deal with WWE?
Yes.
Then the rumors. It's not going to happen.
No. You know what else is going to be doing something with WWE? Supposedly. I mean, after the domestic shit gets put away.
Please tell me you're not talking about Enzo.
Nope. Conor McGregor.
Oh, God almighty. Another UFC punk.
But the thing about with Conor, he would be a full-time guy. He wouldn't be like Brock. You know what I mean?
Brock Lesnar is a WWE who stabbed WWE in the back, went to UFC, turned UFC, stabbed him in the back, went back to WWE.
Exactly. That's not what Conor's doing. He wants to be there permanently because he already got kicked out. He already is permanently banned from the UFC. From he got into some altercation after a conference where they said that he's gonna defend his title or they're gonna take it off him. He flipped his lid, threw something at a bus full of UFC fighters, broke glass, and one of those glass went into a female UFC star's eye.
Well, what's he going to do whenever they go and tell him if he wins the title in WWE? Well, we're going to want you to drop it to this guy or this guy. Oh, hell no, I'm not. Well, you got to. It's not like UFC. It's staged. You have to do it.
That's the thing. I feel like it would be different as if it's staged than he actually fought for that title. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it. I think if you actually work for it...
I get what you're saying, but even still, it's really no different, though, because, I mean, you still got to fight for the title.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like... I don't know. I feel like he'll be different, hopefully. I hope. Yeah, I hope he'll be different in WWE. Maybe he learned his lesson. I don't know.
I've been wondering why they let Rich Swann go.
It was another domestic dispute, domestic. But his wife said she turned around and said it was false, but I don't know. Supposedly he hit his wife.
Because now he's with TNA or GFW.
Because they don't give a shit. GFW doesn't give a shit if he's a wife beater, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
apparently not, because they done an article or an interview with Rob Van Dam, and they asked him how much of the time are you high while you're in the ring performing? He said 100% of the time.
Again, that's where you go if you want loose laws.
Then they asked him, well, with your tenure with WWE, how much of the time were you high while you were in the ring? He said it was a lot lower, but it was 90%.
That's the thing. I wish he would have been able to come back.
You're certainly off to a hot
I
start
mean, he's
here
just smoking pot. He's not doing heavy drugs.
Is there anyone you'd like to defend your
And it's not a
championship
damn
against first?
enhancement drug either.
No, it's not like he's on crack and he has super saiyan powers where he doesn't feel
The only
shit.
way that they would have anything to worry about with RVD
Well, that makes
is if he was fighting a damn Hershey bar in the ring.
Exactly.
Then he'd be biting the hell out of them like Tyson.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. It's ridiculous. I feel like most of the time, I don't know. I feel
Hell,
like
he was probably high the night that he faced John Cena.
probably was.
In the Hammerstein ballroom.
Yes. Which I wish they would do that again. That'd be fun. Just like a one night pay-per-view where they just go back to that.
That's what it was. It was one night stand.
I know, but having that one night stand, have all these old ECW guys come back out. ECW guys come back, and just give me a second.